Every great story has a beginning. This is the birth of a legend. Welcome to the One Piece Saga review, where I will give a short recap of every saga in One Piece, starting with East Blue Saga, where we meet a rubbery troublemaker, a swordsman who refuses to die, a thief who steals for survival, a liar with a hot girlfriend, and a cook who can break bones while making 5-star meals. This is where the greatest pirate adventure starts, and it all kicks off with Pirate King Gold D. Rogers' dying words.
Want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place.
This started a new era for pirates. Pirates from all across the world set to sail to find the greatest treasure of all time.
Got my eyes open.
The story kicks off with Luffy's backstory. We meet a little kid who eats a mysterious fruit, only to find out he just signed up for a lifetime of no swimming. Then we have Shanks, the goat pirate, who teaches Luffy what it means to be a real pirate. And when bandits try to mess with Shanks, big mistake. Dude didn't even need to fight, he just let the Sea King handle it. But then, boom, Shanks sacrifices his arm to save Luffy. That's when our boy makes his legendary declaration: "I'm gonna be king of the pirates." And with that, Luffy sets sail with nothing but a straw hat, a dream, and boat and apples, with first goal of building a crew of 10 people. But first, he gets kidnapped. Luffy, being the most carefree protagonist ever, gets caught by Alvida, a pirate who looks like a sumo wrestler but thinks she's a supermodel. But he doesn't care, he's just here to eat and vibe. That's where we meet Kobe, the pink-haired punching bag who dreams of becoming a marine. Luffy? He doesn't do oppression, he wrecks Alvida in one punch and helps Kobe break free. But now it's time to recruit the first mate, Roronoa Zoro. This man is literally tied to a pole, starving and still refusing to submit. When Luffy learns that Helmeppo, the definition of Nepo baby, is planning to execute Zoro, he doesn't hesitate. He breaks Zoro free, and in return, Zoro goes full demon mode, slicing up marines like it's a buffet. When Luffy asks him to join, he hesitates for 0.5 seconds before dropping the coldest line. Boom, the first Straw Hat Wines recruited. Next stop, Orange Town, where we meet our first warlord in the making, Buggy the Clown. Now Buggy is hilarious, but don't be fooled, he's got a devil fruit ability that lets him split into pieces and a history with Shanks. Luffy crashes into town, fights Buggy, and with the help of the mysterious but super skilled thief Nami, he defeats the clown in peak fashion by sending his body parts flying in different directions. Sayonara, Noseman. After making Nami navigate their boat, Luffy and the Straw Hat crew goes to Syrup Village, where their new ship is waiting. But before that, there is the entry of a liar, Usopp, the biological father of Pinocchio, the Prince of Bluff, the King of Cowards. But this arc, this is where he proves he's more than just talk. Kaya, a rich girl and Usopp's childhood friend, and is about to be assassinated by her butler, who's actually Captain Kuro, a brutal pirate with crazy speed. Usopp begs the village to believe him, but they laugh him off. "Ha ha in your face, liar." So what does he do? He stands his ground. With Luffy, Zoro, and Nami by his side, they take down Kuro and his cat claw pirates. And when Luffy invites Usopp to join the crew, that man doesn't hesitate. Usopp has joined the crew. Then next we have Verity, the floating restaurant, introduces us to Sanji, the dude who can cook a 5-star meal while roundhouse kicking your jaw into orbit. But his past? It hits hard. Stranded on a rock with no food, young Sanji thinks Zeph is hoarding a stash of meals. But when he finally checks the old man's bag, nothing, just gold. Zeph gave all the food to Sanji and ate his own leg to survive. And when Don Krieg, the most annoying villain ever, attacks the Verity, Sanji fights alongside Luffy, proving his worth. In the end, Zeph tells Sanji to chase his real dream, the all blue, the ocean where all fish exist. So when Luffy asks him to join, Sanji lights a cigarette, bows to Zeph, and walks into pirate history. Peak moment. But after Don Krieg attack, there comes a legend of a character, Dracula Mihawk, the greatest swordsman who Zoro wants to defeat. Zoro vs. Mihawk is one of the best fights of anime history. It's a peak of all time. After challenging Mihawk and defeated by a butter knife, Zoro makes a declaration.
This moment forward, that I will never lose again. Until the day comes when I defeat him and take his title. I will never be defeated.
Pure peak. Next is Arlong Park. If you don't love Luffy after this arc, we can't be friends. Turns out, Nami wasn't just stealing for fun, she was trying to buy back her village from Arlong, a fishman tyrant. And when the truth is revealed, Luffy does what real friends do. This man doesn't even hesitate. He destroys Arlong's crew, breaks the entire Arlong Park HQ, and frees Nami once and for all. The crew puts on their new orange wristbands, and Nami officially joins the crew. Before the end of East Blue Saga, they make a last trip to an island before reaching Grand Line. They stop at Luge Town, where King of Pirates was executed, because Luffy wanted to see the place where Pirate King Roger was executed. Luffy, the madman, stands on the execution platform where Roger died, and when Buggy tries to execute him, lightning strikes. Luffy is saved, and a mysterious dude named Dragon appears, summoning a crazy storm. But the real danger? Smoker. This guy is Luffy's first true marine rival, and unlike the others, he's actually competent. He can turn his body into smoke. The first man Luffy was not able to punch. The Straw Hats barely escape, and with the help of Dragon's storm, they They set sail toward the Grand Line. This was just the tutorial. Next stop, the Grand Line, where the real insanity begins. Subscribe for more One Piece arc breakdowns. Next up, the Alabasta Saga.